Look at Barnaby. Say hi, Barnaby's. Oh, hanging out tonight. Wanted to go live and say hello to everybody. Guess we're gonna wait for somebody to get in here, huh? Boop, 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 boop.
Look how hearty that looks.
Exactly what I'm craving.
Oh, it looks good.
Hello, hello. Hey, Ann, how you doing? I was hoping I did this right. The last time we tried to go live, it wasn't actually public, so I was like, oh no, were the settings right? Wanted to hang out. We don't have a video going out tonight, but it's going out in the next day or two. You can see. Let me see. Whoop. Sorry for the bright light. You can see Jessica back here working on it. We got something really special for y'all this week. Hey, Lake Girl, how you doing? Yeah, it's a lot warmer now. We still, I mean, the night times are still a little bit cold. We still obviously have a wood fire going, but during the day it's been in the 60s, and then the next few days we have, oops, sorry, we got some days coming in the 70s. So we actually have a really nice week of really good weather, so we're gonna be able to get a lot of things done. We're really excited, with spring and gardening season coming. Hey Beth, how you doing? You're in Knoxville? Oh, so we're extremely close. Jess has been working so hard on this week's video. It's not, like I said, it's not going to be done by tonight, but it's something really special. Hey James. Say hi, Burn the Bees. Hey buddy, say hello everybody. There we go. Let me see if I can turn this around. Hey Sally. Haley's with you. Hey Haley. Hey James. I'll bring you over to Jess for a second so you can say hello to her too. Everybody.
Hello.
Oh,
I'm busy.
she's busy, but look, you get a little sneak peek of the video. I'm really excited for this one. I actually can't wait for it to go out because I'm curious to see what y'all are going to think about it. Hey Shannon, how you doing?
Hi, Shannon. Looks so pretty.
Jess said hi, Shannon.
Nice clear sky.
Yeah, Sally's over there. Reggie's over in the kennel just hanging out for some reason on her own. Dogs have been a little bit all over the place today.
Imagine what our dogs are bringing in.
James hasn't slept in 2 days. Why? What's going on? That's not good. Shannon said hi.
Glad you made it to our live.
Yeah, glad you made it to our live. We just kind of wanted to hang out because we're committed to, at least on Sundays, we're going to always do something. This video is going to be out by Tuesday, I believe. We still got to do a thumbnail for it, and she's doing the finishing touches on the editing, and it's really good. Really pumped about it. But we wanted to kind of hang out with everybody, let you know it's been a great week. The weather's been so nice. Um, Spring's almost here. Seeds are started. The mushrooms are growing. Camo hat? Oh, hey Dom, how you doing, bud? His legs are bad. He has restless legs. What did we say works for restless legs for me? Because I used to have them really bad too. Jess?
What's that?
Tying a sock around your feet, not your ankles, but around like where you're right below where your toes are. That actually does really work. Try that.
Yet beneath the weight of the cold, the snow-covered woods whisper a quiet kind of peace.
Shannon, chopping wood? Always. Woodcut Wednesdays. That's our new thing. That's our new thing. We are not having enough wood next year. I don't have the camo hat no more, Dom. I don't know what happened to it. That was many years ago. How long ago was that? I don't know. That was a long time ago. But yeah, we've had a pretty good week. It's with the weather changing. It's you get that motivated. That spring fever is set in. So bring it over again. There we go. See? How hard you been working?
Extremely hard. Like, I'm on hour 9 today.
Even in the struggle, each frozen breath, a brushstroke on the canvas of survival.
And that's just day 3. 09. Yeah, that was Jesus. That's a long time ago. Yeah, the warm weather always. How are the plants growing for the garden? Um, so we right now we've got a lot of garden prep, pretty much almost done. We're going back out into the garden tomorrow. The garlic was doing really well. Then rabbits actually came through and ate off all the tops of it. But I don't think that's a problem since they'll grow back. I mean, it's not a big deal. But the garlic's doing really, really well. Everything else right now is in gallon Ziploc bags, the sea stars and paper towels. We did that a lot this year. Hey Noah, how you doing? You like it? Should like 2 more segments and it's done? Minus the fine toothing, which is the fun part, I think. Music, all that, make sure that there's no jumps between the edits and all. It takes a while. Like, when I say she's been editing, and it's the first time she's really edited in a little while, but she did an amazing job. I'm so happy with this video. But she's 9 hours today. Yesterday was about the same. Think about it. Almost 20 some hours into just editing a video. It takes a lot. Watching on the big screen. I saw your he has like 100-inch TV on the big screen. That was Noah.
Oh, yeah.
And then not only that, then there's like a 65-inch right directly next to it. So let me show you. We harvested. I don't know if you'll be able to see. 1 second. Let me see this. Well, I got this light in, but I can go onto this side of the house real quick and show you. Boop. So this is some lion's mane that I harvested. Got it dehydrating next to the wood stove. Here. And actually, I mean, you can see I got the blocks in there. Tomorrow I got to put a whole bunch more blocks in there. I have about 8 more to go in there, but I love this tent. I did some liquid culture today too. So I inoculated my first bag of mushroom substrate. So I'm learning that, which is it's kind of fun, but it's a little nerve-wracking because if you don't do it right, you can get contamination so easily. And like we already had to throw away 2 of the bags that got a little bit of contamination on it. They had like mold growing on it, so we had to get rid of some blue oysters. But we have actually we have 9 more bags to go in there, so we're gonna have a pretty healthy harvest of mushrooms this year. Hey Scott, how you doing? So it depends. We're going to be trying to the different mushrooms we're going to be eating right as we pull them off. Like some of the blue oysters, they're really good to use as a meat substitute. But then like the lion's mane, reishi, other ones like that, we're going to try and get a dehydrator. That way we can preserve them for the long haul. And even some of the ones that are just the regular edible ones, not the medicinal ones, we can uh, dehydrate them as well so that we can put them in like soups and canned soups and things like that. Yeah, we're going morel hunting this year for real, for sure. I mean, we already discovered where the morels are on my property after 2 years of searching, and we only found one little one, if you remember in the video last year. So we're going to go back to that same spot, and hopefully there's a whole big patch of them. So we'll see. But yeah. Doing well, Scott? Awesome. Yeah, so the mushrooms is something, it's like a passion project of mine right now, along with like, the food forest stuff. I took an agroforestry class a week and a half ago over at Kerry's house, the person that you were, that was helping with the food forest that you've seen. And I learned a lot. So I'm going to be doing a whole bunch of cool stuff in this food forest this year. Plus, he's going to be coming here and help me. Where's your girlfriend? She is. Say hi, Sally.
Oh no.
No.
I turned around with a smile on my face like I thought someone was asking you where I was.
No one's asking where
No,
Sally
looking
is.
for Sally.
Say hi, Sally.
Hey.
Oh man. I don't know. Do you guys like this kind of like impromptu, just hang out kind of live stream? I thought it'd be kind of fun to do, like answer some questions about some stuff we've been doing and just kind of showing you what an evening here looks like. We're either editing. It's not very. We have that one light up there, but it's pretty dark. We just kind of hang out and chill, do whatever editing we can do, cook. Which here's something that you all will be surprised to hear. So I started that new diet that I'm on. I had to cut out a whole lot of different foods, right? It's been 1 week and I've lost 11 pounds already, which is, I weighed myself and I was 230 pounds, which is the most I've ever weighed in my life. And I cut out all sugar. I'm on day 7 of no coffee, so I cut out all caffeine and red meat, uh, most salt. Just I have a little bit of salt now, and uh, just basically any processed foods, dairy. I basically eat fish, eggs. I have a little bit of lean chicken, brown rice, and vegetables. That's been my diet for the past week, and 11 pounds came off. Awesome. I'm glad y'all like it. Very cool. Yo, no, the no coffee it was hard for a few days. I got such a massive headache and I was a little bit intolerable, I would say. But yeah, it was hard to get through, but I got through the worst part of that, and I'm going to try and stay off of the caffeine because I feel it's actually helping my blood pressure, so that's a good thing. I feel like I'm gonna have a lot more energy. Yeah, absolutely. Walking up and down this hill, doing all the physical activities, um, especially with a lot less with weight coming off and not having any of this garbage food in me is going to really help for sure. But we're really motivated. This year is going to be a very food production heavy year for us. We're almost done with what we want in the dome where it's good enough for us and we can focus on other things, and that's going to be growing food and properly. I want a good harvest this year. We have all the stuff we need for canning, from the pressure canner now to jars, the kit. So we're going to have a good year. Yeah, caffeine withdrawal was hardcore. And the sugar withdrawal too. That was another hard one because I was so used to like sugary drinks or at nighttime. Just yeah, I mean, just looking at some of the stuff that we had on hand, because the convenience of the Dollar General is all we have in this town to get stuff, and you cannot go in that store without getting something that's just loaded with sugar. Like there's nothing healthy in there at all. So
I love Mountain Dew.
yeah, I know Jess loves Mountain Dew. I'm trying to get her off it. Y'all can help me do that. Comment
It's
about
one of
that.
my worst things.
It's her worst vice, and I hate it. Yeah, root cellar's going to happen. Maybe we can build a temporary one. I've seen doing it with fridges and stuff, or like deep freezes that are buried in the ground. So we're going to try a few different things, but for now, I want to put my biggest problem with it is I want to put the root cellar where the permanent house is going to be. Now, at the same time, like the permanent house isn't going to be built for a little while, so it's not like we can just wait and say, okay, we'll just wait a few years for that to happen. So we have to do something that's at least a temporary root cellar. Don't forget to harvest your firewood. Yep, wood cut, wood cutting Wednesdays. That's a big one for us. I promise. hold us to it. You keep mentioning it to us in all the videos we post. Comment it below on every video. Keep on us about cutting firewood because it's very true. We dropped the ball. We ran out of firewood this year, and we spent just as much money as we would have if we were if we were paying a gas bill on grid, which is defeating the whole purpose of living out here. We have all these natural resources around us, so why not utilize them, right? We should be utilizing them. So yeah, just keep mentioning wood. There you go. Shannon's got an idea. She said, Jess, you know better. Make some herbal iced tea with natural honey.
Yeah. I plan on it.
Oh, do you?
Often.
Do you?
Sean says herbal tea doesn't taste like anything.
No, with honey, she said.
Yeah, that's the flavor.
That's the flavor.
I like it without honey.
Yeah. How's this video coming?
It's coming.
Trust me, I've been on her about the Mountain Dew for a while.
Oh, I know. So is my mom.
And her mom, we always are like, stop it. I'm like, it's poison. Why are you drinking that garbage?
I drink herbal teas.
Yeah, we do drink herbal tea. I have every day right now. I'm drinking, what's it called?
Hibiscus?
Hibiscus tea. Yeah, I got some organic hibiscus that I put in the pot. And I like it because it satisfies the sweet of the sugar going out. Now also fruit does as well, but wood. Yeah, I got it in this video. Every other video we put out on Sundays, drop it in the comments for us and it'll just keep us going on it. Yeah, so I just talked to him a little bit ago. He was actually just sending me pictures of the place that they are in Florida because he was out on a bike ride and he said it's just really beautiful. So he sent me pictures of it. They leave, I believe, next month, February, March. Yeah, they leave in April, Florida, and go back to New Jersey. As soon as he gets back to Jersey, he's going to pretty much load up and come out here for a visit. Jessica's mom will be here the 27th through the 31st, but I will also not be here that time. I'll be on that trip to Maine. I don't know if actually I told you all about that yet. You're going to have to wait to hear about that, but I'm going to a spiritual retreat in Maine on the 27th through the 31st, and that's actually a big part of the diet that I'm on and cutting out a lot of the bad stuff that I've been consuming and doing just a whole body cleanse as well. But yeah, my dad will be here within the next month and a half, and he's going to stay for a couple weeks and help us get some more things done. So it means I have to get the railing on the steps done before Jess's mom gets here and before my dad gets here. That was part of the deal. I promised them we would have that done. So. Oh, I gotta put wood on the fire. Hey, Brandy. I'll tell you what, ever since we put that outside air vent kit on the wood stove, starting it up it's so easy to do. It could be down to like barely anything, and then all of a sudden it just lights right up when you put some wood in it. Very easy to start. It keeps the house warm. It's made a huge difference, a huge impact on the temperature in here, which has made both of our lives a lot easier. I have a thing for fires too. When we got this wood stove, we were looking at a whole bunch of different ones, and I wanted to be able to see the fire because we were able to find some wood stoves where, you know, there was no window on it, which it wasn't really that appealing to me. I was like, I wanted to be able to see the fire, and we got this one, and we're very happy we did. Yeah, should I show them the very big accomplishment? Y'all are going to be excited about this for us if she allows me to.
Yeah.
Yeah? I should show them? Yeah. Y'all want to see something that we did?
Yeah. Turn into the live, you get to see it first.
Turn into the live? Okay, you see it first. All right. All right, I'll show you. Don't mind the dishes in the sink. I still have to do them. But check this out. Oh, hold on. The light, I don't got it plugged in the pump. It plugs into this. Well, we have running water in our sink. I got the pump unplugged right now so I would have light so y'all could see me. But we have a kitchen sink with water, and also our alkaline water machine works. Oh, damn. Do I have a cord I could do this with them? So show them real quick.
Does it need to be 3-prong?
Yeah, because it's the
The only thing is that power strip and that cord. There is nothing else.
Can you help me out for a second then? Okay. I'll turn the flat. All right, we got a way to show y'all. 1 second. Hope you're still here, Shannon, because you'll be happy about this.
Above this?
Yeah, I got the flashlight going. Whoop. Ooh. There we go.
I don't plug in this.
Just for 1 second. All right, hit the button.
I don't plug in this.
Oh, there we go. Do it.
Amazing.
We have water.
I don't like to waste it.
Nope, we don't like to waste it. But we have a running water system. Well, how do we put this back in now since we're on this way? We need more solar? Whoa, 1 second. Be right back with you. Hold up.
I can't see. I need probably some flashlight. Like you had a flashlight intermittent. I cannot see.
You can't see? Well, I don't even know where. There it is. I'm coming.
There you go.
There we go. So as to the needing more solar, we actually have. I'm waiting to try and do this video, right? So that box down there, and then the other one, the other part is right there. So that is a 48-volt system, basically. We have everything we need except a few minor wires that need to plug it in. That's going to triple the amount of solar power we have. I mean, as of right now, the Blue Eddy, that thing never runs out. I mean, it charges to full. It's 95%. It charges to 100% by 11 o'clock. And then the EcoFlow keeps the computer and the whole desk area kind of going. But when we put the 5K or the 48-volt system in, what we're going to do is use all our solar panels up top that aren't hooked up to power that, and then that system will charge these two portable units. So we're going to have a pretty major upgrade on our solar system. I'm just waiting to get a few of the things we need to do it. I have to build a frame to be able to put that battery in because it's like 120 pounds. It's huge. So we do have we're going to have, I think it came out to, with all of the power together, we'll have about 10 kilowatts of power, something like that. We have about 9 panels up there that we're going to be pretty good on power once we get it hooked up. But yeah, right now we need cords. That's the main thing. Right now we're running one extension cord from one of the batteries back and forth. So when we wire up the rest of these lights, we should be able to have light all around the house. But right now we're kind of going back and forth. Good to hear it get going. I know. We are. We had to build, the plan was we wanted to build out the loft because the 48-volt system was going to be mounted on that wall. But I don't know. I think I might just build something portable that can be moved around, since when we do upgrade houses, like that 48-volt system is going to be going up to the top. That's going to be like one of our main expandable battery power sources. But we haven't had a problem. I mean, we haven't run out of power really at all, except for like a week and a half ago when it was really cloudy, so we didn't have any sun for a while. But yeah, I love the cabins too. I just got to make a little stool so Jess can get up there a lot easier. Her tiny butt can't reach. So, but yeah, no, it makes a difference, and the mouse isn't able to get up there. We did hear her today. We just can't ever seem to find her or catch her. Jess won't let me put down a mouse trap that's not a inhumane one, so we need to get one of those as well. So, Bezzy, what are you doing? I don't know why she does this, but Bezzy, you're not in there. Like, you can come out. Come on. No. All right. That's where she gets a reprieve from Barnaby's a little bit. Too upper butt sometimes. Yeah, we're gonna make doors. My dad had some doors that he said would fit the dimensions of that, and he was going to bring them and we could refinish them, or we were going to make them from scratch. Either way, we're either going to take the hardware off the doors that he's bringing so that we don't have to purchase that. We can just, repurpose them. Or we might just refinish the doors and put them up. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, we do have a plan to put them on there. Your height challenge as well. And yeah, let me know what you think about the Blue Eddy. I've been pretty happy with it. It hasn't failed us yet. We haven't really put it to that much of the max. Basically, the only thing I got it running right now is the mushroom tent, and I guess the light that's on right now, and our little refrigerator. Like, that's our food storage right there. That big fridge that we had to push it out the door last week because it was not working. It would have cost too much to get fixed, and there was no guarantees on it. So we're very soon, hopefully, going to be getting a different refrigerator so we can actually store some of the meats and foods for the long haul. That's one of the biggest things, storage, which I guess where the root cellar would come in. So, what, buddy? Big projects for the summer this year. So we were just talking about that today. It's going to be food production, food forest. We're going to get this the pond going to where it's actually going to function as a pond. We have to have the dozer come back and build up the spillway a little higher, the dam. That way the pond fills in a little bit more. And then I have to work on the shoreline management so that when it does rain and the water does come in to fill up the pond, that we don't have erosion. So I want to put plants that'll be cleaning the water, stop with the erosion, and then potentially fish at some point because I would like to grow fish if I can, or I forget the term for it or what they call it, but I want to raise fish. So yeah, we haven't had a harvest that I've been really jumping for joy with. Like we really want to focus on something which is just making sure we can preserve as much food to get us through as much of next winter as possible. And I know that's going to take a lot of work since we're not master gardeners. We're still learning as we go. But we've gotten a lot of books from some of y'all, and we have been doing our research. And I think this year is going to be a lot different than the previous years. We have a better plan for it, and one of them is going to be that we're not going to be fighting weed pressure, bug pressure as much as we had been, which has taken up a considerable amount of our time and stopped from the actual, food growing. Plus, every year up until now, we've had to dump our tote for our water totes for some reason, and then we would hit like a drought and we would get no more rain, and then our garden would suffer because of that. We have all our totes full right now. We are not dumping them, and we have water for this gardening season, so that's going to be a big one. I do want to get the solar field set up. The solar that we were just talking about with Shannon would be something that we do. And I got all the blacksmithing stuff, so I want to get the blacksmithing lean to, I guess, a place where I can get all that stuff and start working on it and messing around with it. That's one of my goals. Yeah, we could do a shallow root cellar behind the dome, I think. Something that would just keep, yeah, I'm going to do a little bit more research on that. What happened to the apiary? Still good. So I went out there about, oh, maybe 2.5 months ago, and something big had come through the food forest where I have the beehive and knocked over my hive, right? And I was super bummed. I just kind of like set it back up. There was only a few bees left in there, and I just kind of walked away. And I was like, I was really bummed because something knocked it over, and I thought like all the bees left. I went back about 2 weeks later when I was doing some work in the food forest, and I noticed a lot of activity at the entrance of the hive. And then upon further inspection, I was like, holy crap, they came back. At first I thought it might have just been robbers who were robbing what was left over from my hive. But there was a lot more bees than there should have been, and for days and days and days I kept checking. So my thought was that either the queen came back and the bees followed, or the queen never left and the bees that were out just came back to the hive. So now that you shouldn't open a beehive unless you have certain weather, which we have coming this week. So part of my plan is to throw on the suit, go in there and really do a thorough inspection. Um, if if there is a problem, I am going to be getting more bees from another neighbor of mine. And if there isn't a problem, I still might get a second hive going. So apiary is still going good. I kind of been letting them doing their thing. We didn't touch any of their honey. I'm going to be upgrading and putting more boxes on, which I already have built. So that's still in the works. Yeah, I've always loved blacksmithing. I always thought it looked cool. And in some of the previous videos, you've seen me with Carl, my friend who's the welder and blacksmither, going to his shop and learning how to work with metal. But it would be just something fun to do, making basic, simple things. I have literally all the equipment of an intermediate blacksmithing shop. Like I was given and gifted a whole lot of stuff from the anvil to I can even smelt and pour my own metal things. I have all kinds of stuff, all the safety equipment, hammers, torches, metal. So if I can get that going, that would be something cool to do. Because I would love to actually go out there and hand make some of our own gardening tools. That would last a long time. Like that would be really cool to me. I know I don't have the time, or for now I'm not going to become some master blacksmith person, but it would be kind of fun to just be able to manipulate metal, learn over times, and make some basic tools or basic things that could potentially help us along on the homestead. So let's see where we're at. How long we got now?
Stop.
I can't.
I can't rush. You can't rush a masterpiece.
Is it a masterpiece? Why don't you tell me something about it?
Well, this is the first video that I've edited in a while, since taking my break off of work. So I'm having a little bit of fun being able to put some of my creative juices. I have them flowing, and I hope you guys really enjoy it.
Yeah. This is something, it's a little bit different than how we normally do it, but I feel it really fits who we are a lot more, you know, trying to navigate the YouTube landscape with trying to figure out, you know, what people want to watch, how to edit videos to keep people's attention, write thumbnails, titles to get people to click on it. It's a lot, and I feel like we've always been trying to maybe mimic some other channels that we like and how they edit and trying to see, but then it just never really felt like us. This finally feels like it matches our personality. Excuse me. Dry throat. But I'm excited for it. I'm really excited to hear what y'all think about this video. Every time she edits a section, she's like, come look at it, come look at it, what do you think? I'm like, right, Barnaby? Hey. Barnaby. Hey. Goofball. So yeah, it's been an eventful week, but all right. Does anyone have any questions for us? Anything to say? Huh?
Any guidance?
Any guidance would be even good. Like, here's a good question. When you click, serious answer. When you guys watch other YouTubers in our niche, right? Because you talk to me about them. You know, you say, "Have you checked out this YouTube channel?" They do certain things like you. But when you're looking on YouTube at channels like ours, what exactly are you looking for when you click on a video? Are you looking for information? Are you looking for emotional feeling, like you're feeling something from the video? Uh, that'll help us understand. Yeah, navigating YouTube is always a struggle for sure, but that'll help us better make better videos too. But we were discussing that. We're like, we don't know exactly what our audience is looking for at the same time. We're always going to produce videos that represent us and what we're doing, but what is it that you look for when you're searching YouTube for videos in this niche? I guess is the best way to word that question. Thank you for reminding me. I wanted to ask that question all day, and that was actually going to be the uh, main premise of this live. But then we kind of found what we were doing here, and we're like, all right, we're just going to roll with this, and we'll see if we just gonna ask the question and see what people say. Just like to watch how other people live, not super helpful, but I liked your videos of real life and not over edited.
Looks great, right?
Info and seeing journey. We appreciate that you like our channel, Sarah. We try to keep it as real as possible and just share what we're going through without making it too like, look at us, look at us. What?
I don't want anybody looking at me like that.
Jess says she doesn't want anybody looking at her like that anyway.
Looks great, right?
We love it.
We love it. It's gonna.
Shannon, what you got to say? I'm interested to hear what you said too
I'm just proud that we
on this
were
one.
together full throat.
Yeah.
Adventure?
We're really
Sassy says adventure.
closer.
Like living vicariously through the people you're watching. So here's kind of what we came up with. We're not experienced off-gridders, right? I mean, we've been off-grid, but we're not like masters at any of the different things that are related to this. We're not builders. We're not master gardeners.
Looks great, right?
So we don't want to focus on that. So it's more the focus is going to be the experience of what we're going through in this journey as we learn, right? I think that makes more sense because no one's watching us for tips on how to build cabins. That's for dang sure, right? But just watching us maybe go through the struggle of it is where people find, the entertainment or the encouragement. It's like watching us learn the hard way.
See, me too. I love doing it.
Jess loves doing it that way. That's been our biggest argument. I'm like, no, we need to go in. We need to research this for weeks. We have different ways of thinking when it comes to this. Jess is very much at the fly, just right off the cuff. I want to be a lot more informed, but
Oh, you motherfucker shifted all my timelines.
watching us learn is much more fun than watching a master. Okay. Doing good. How you doing, Off Grid Trucker? Welcome to our channel. We're just kind of hanging out tonight with everybody. We do have one of our edited videos coming out by Tuesday.
Yeah.
It's going to be out Tuesday. We would really appreciate if everyone could tune in then because she put a lot of work into this and we really want to see how well this video performs since it's a little bit different than what we've done in the past, but we really think you're going to like it. I love it. I mean, when I saw it, I almost cried. I literally did. I was like, wow, like that's it. We've been trying to find our voice through video, and I think we finally found it, and I think it represents us the most of any video that we've ever produced and put out there in the past. At least to some degree. It's good. Yeah, I mean, we all got to be open to advice, right? Like, I don't profess to be an expert at any of this. Neither of us do. So if someone who has more information is willing to share it with us, why not be open-minded to it? I mean, we do, we,
Don't always absorb it on the first try.
yeah, we don't always absorb everything on the first try. And even when we research stuff, like, even when I was doing mushrooms today and I was doing an inoculation of a substrate bag, I've been researching and researching for weeks. And then when the time to actually come do it for the first time, you still make mistakes. You're still like, man, I forgot to do this one part, even because you're just so nervous about doing it. But, the next time I'll be better and better and better. Hey, D Baxter, how you doing? Like to watch other parts of the world? Yeah, so do we. That's one reason we watch other people as well. I appreciate that, George. The geodesic dome is honestly, we're starting to really like it. You'll see how we have this. I kind of give you a little show around a little bit, but we have it set up with new furniture and organized in a way that we're both really happy with. We've been able to, for the most part, stop the water coming in, which has been a huge plus. Like when it rains, the water's not flowing inside anymore. With, like I said, with the outside air kit on the wood stove, we're warmer. We've got running water. We're about to build a shower. That's another one, Pink Panther, if you're still here. A shower, a permanent shower that doesn't get taken down, that's heated for the winter, which we already have the heater on the way, and it's connected right to our totes, so we pretty much have an endless supply of water is going to be built. And it's going to be a continuation of our deck. So we're going to build another deck off right outside the door so that it's just a quick step for Jess to walk out there so she don't freeze in the wintertime. And we have a heated room with a shower. No, yeah, for sure, James. We know we found our voice in some way, but I meant in how the editing came, right? With editing, we were always like trying to. It's just in the way our videos are presented, not us personally, but in the way our videos presented. You'll see. Thanks, Dolph. Good trucker. I appreciate you. Missed how you keeping the water out of the dome because we haven't released that yet. We haven't really said that, but I can let you know. We did an insulation foam underneath the cover on the outside all the way around, and then we did a sealer around the flaps around the whole way. So there was a few. That's one reason I want to get rid of the mouse because she keeps eating away at the stuff that's keeping the water out. But I refilled it in today, and it seems to be working great. So, I mean, it's not the only fix there could have been, but it's one that was cheap and it worked well for us. And I mean, we just had to stop water from coming in because with these winds that we've been having, we were scared. That wind that came through the other day, our one solar tower actually bent. A lot of people up here lost roofs and things were flying all over the place. But it we were afraid because of the water that's been coming in, the way that the dome is attached to the actual deck. If that wood's wet and is rotting, it it could blow away, right? So it was something we had to get at least an immediate fix, and it seems to be working. Shannon says we need to get a cat.
That's what I said. Good dogs today.
She,
Good dog like the mouse.
hold on, I'll bring it over.
Shannon, I just told my dogs that today. The mouse was being so loud somewhere over there, and I could not find her, and the dogs are just all like sleeping. And I'm like, get up and get that mouse. And they're just like not even acknowledging it. I'm like, I'm going to have to get a cat.
Yeah, we need a cat. I don't know how the dogs would react to a cat, though. I have a feeling it would be up in the loft all day. Yeah, you what? Got to get a mean cat. Yeah, no, I'm gonna get a couple more totes. Right now we're at about 900-gallon capacity, but um, I would like the summer be around 2,000 if possible. I think that would be a good number for us, and that's just for water for the house, the shower, the sink here. I want to put another tote back up at the shed, the one we first had when we were living in the shed. That way we have a water source closer to the garden, so I don't have to haul it in case of a drought. So, and then I could use a like a little electric pump to it and have a hose, so I can actually just water the garden easily. Get another Osiris cat, the one that shed up a few years ago. The big cat, I remember that. So yeah, the cold and the heat, Sarah, we struggle with both. The problem with the dome, we're hoping we're going to be able to fix that before the hot summer weather comes, because if you remember last year, we couldn't be in the dome until about 8 o'clock at night. It was so unbearable. And Jess was still working at that time, so things schedule was a little bit off. This year's going to be different, but I have a few plans to cover the skylight. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Yeah, but the skylight up there, the sun just comes straight in that and bakes this like an oven, and it's unbearable in here. Like even the air conditioner didn't work. So we're going to cover that and hope that if we reflect the sun out, that'll make a big difference. And we're going to build these shelving racks that have box fans at the top at an angle that push out the window, so we can be pulling and pushing air in, so we have constant air circulation. If that doesn't work, the other plan is to clean out the shed, put the air conditioner up there, and make that like our daytime like house. Since we're going to be up in the garden in the food forest for a majority of the day anyway, having that little home away from home there, that's cool. At least we'll have reprieve from the heat. So that was the biggest reason we barely got anything done last year, because we had no reprieve from the heat, and it was actually dangerous at some points. We just, I could not get our body temperature regulated because we're just baking in the sun with nowhere to go. Plus, Jess being at work took a lot of the time out as well. So now that she's taking a little break and back home, the property is getting a lot more attention from both of us. Old farm cats. We had two cats back in California, Miss Pretty and Gemma. Miss them. They were good cats. They were taken in the desert by something. They would not stay inside. They found a way to get out of the camper we were in. Anything.
Everywhere we live, that's all.
Their own mission was to get outside, and they did, and they were fine until like 3 days before we left the desert, and then they just both disappeared, which was pretty heartbreaking. Get a big breach umbrella for the skylight. Now I think I'm gonna put like something that's. We have the frame up there, and we have these clips that attach to it, so we could put like a some kind of even if it's a solar blanket, just something to reflect the heat and the sunlight back out, so it's not just coming in right to where I'm sitting, and it'll be 110 degrees in this dome. Like I'm serious. Like it's not a exaggeration. It gets that hot in here.
So pretty.
Cut a hole in the floor and dome, place a wall fan. Yeah, we were even thinking about there's a way you can make a passive air thing where you have a tube that goes down into the woods, since it's much cooler that way in the woods, and you run the pipe up into it and it kind of pulls the cool air through the floor. So that was another way that's passive without using power. We were told to do it. Yeah, building a lean-to. There's going to be, so in the food forest, we're building a 3-stage with pallets. We're going to build a 3-stage composting bin. We got the part to fix the tractor, so all the biomass that we get from when I'm mowing in the food forest and the yard, we're going to be making compost. We wanted to do this last year, but that didn't happen. So we're going to have the compost bins, and then there's going to be a garden tool shed, a little bit more than a lean-to. It'll be enclosed to protect everything, and a place that we can actually pull the lawnmower into as well, so that stays protected. Taking care of your stuff out here is pretty important, and space, because of space, especially when we were living in the shed, a lot of our tools and things got, ruined because we were living in the space that was meant for them. But that's going to change, and I have a lot of resources for free materials now that we can build just a kind of temporary, or just a little shed for everything. That'll be fine.
So this is starting to look like crap.
And I hate it.
Hey Cora, how you doing?
I hate it.
RV style roof. Yeah, we're gonna have an exhaust fan that we're putting in. So let's see. Like you can see, we have these. We have the window there. There's a window there. One over there. And then one right there. So we need more shelving in here. So if we build like just shelves at the top that have at the very top of it, kind of like wood that leans this way to the shape of the dome wall, that we have a box fan, like say maybe two pulling or pulling out, and then say another one pulling in. We can create enough airflow in here. I think that'll definitely help covering the top of the dome so the sun's not coming in will help. I feel like every little bit that we do is going to make a difference. So, hey, Roots of Love, Roots of Love, how you doing? Add on to add on to the current lean-to for the. What do you mean, James? Where the water bottles are for what? In what way? For more water? Because that where that is so far away from the food forest and the garden. I would have to build a whole completely different one. Can't wait for planting. Right, that was the plan. Get like a little cyclone going in there. Last year the air was just so stagnant that you could cut the air with a knife. So yeah, I think that's going to help it big time. Yeah, so that stuff's going to be. I think I'm going to build that directly off of the other shed. James. Hey Dave, how you doing, bud? So I don't know. Should I say about what happened here, Jess? What do you mean with what? Yeah. Okay, so I got a little bit of crazy tea for y'all. I don't know if you'll be able to. So I don't know what YouTube will allow me to say on this. So our neighbor, which is, I mean, like right here, our properties pretty much touch. He, like, his wife, and tried to bury her on the property. We saw the police like up and down these roads, and no one knew what the heck was going on. And, huh? 1 second. Yeah. And it was, yeah, it was just, it was kind of crazy. The police were around here, and it was all over the news. And it was kind of like, yeah, a really close to home type of thing. It was kind of insane. Like, I guess I shouldn't probably say too much about that. But yeah, it's been a kind of a crazy week and a half. Yeah, but adding a deck. What do you mean? You could, of course, add onto the deck and build a roof over the dome. Yeah, right. This dome's high. This dome's like 20 feet off the ground, with in some places where the deck is. There's no way I could build a roof over this. No way. The winds would take it away. No, we didn't know them. It was just kind of like a really close to home type of thing that was just kind of like eerie. But no, we didn't know them. So, I mean, kind of stuff happens everywhere, but I know you were, James. I know. Yeah, so I mean that stuff happens everywhere, right? It just was like a real close to home thing that we were like, holy crap, that's kind of nuts. But
Get excited, you know it
I know they arrested the person, so it's kind of just our prayers go out to the friends and family of the woman. It's just a sad story. Just last week, Cora. Yeah. Like that didn't happen here. That happened in a different part of the state, but he tried to like dispose of it here. Dispose of her here. I mean, we live in deep in the woods. Like, there's not anyone around for a while. I mean, we do have other neighboring homesteads and properties, but I mean, other than that, like we're back some very, we're back very private roads that if you didn't know we were back here, you would not drive down. But it's kind of fun. I like doing this kind of live stream here. Doesn't feel so forced, just kind of hanging out.
Snow-covered woods whisper a quiet kind of peace.
I don't know if you can hear that in the background. All right. Well, we've been all here for an hour. I'm gonna go over here and watch this video with her because I'm kind of excited. But I appreciate everybody hanging out with us, and I hope you will be able to join in on Tuesday for the premiere of the new and improved video. So we're safe, Cora. We are safe. Yep, much safer, or much warmer. I mean, that's actually that's the video playing right now. So I'm gonna go check out what she got. But thanks everyone for hanging out so much with us, and we will see you on Tuesday. Let me bring you what to say. Can I?
Good night. Thank you.
Cool. See ya, Monica. See everybody. We will see you on Tuesday, I hope. And remember, keep growing. All right, everyone. We love ya. Bye.